It's my great pleasure to introduce our narrator from Peter and the Wolf. This is the Bangor Symphony Orchestra's conductor, Lucas Richman.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Peter. He and his grandfather lived in a cottage with a garden surrounded by a high stone wall. Outside, there was a great meadow, and beyond the meadow, a deep, dark forest. Early one morning, Peter opened the gate and went out into the big green meadow. On the branch of a big tree sat a little bird, Peter's friend. "All is quiet," chirped the little bird happily. Soon a duck came waddling around. She was glad that Peter had not closed the gate and decided to take a nice swim in the deep pond in the meadow. Seeing the duck, the little bird flew down upon the grass, settled next to the duck, and shrugged her shoulders. "What kind of bird are you if you can't fly?" To this, the duck replied, "What kind of bird are you if you can't swim?" And dived into the pond. They argued and argued, the duck swimming in the pond, the little bird hopping along the shore. Suddenly, something else caught Peter's attention. It was a cat crawling through the grass. The cat thought, while the bird is busy arguing with the duck, I'll just grab her. Stealthily, he crept toward her on his velvet paws. "Look out," shouted Peter, and the bird immediately flew up into the tree, while the duck quacked angrily at the cat from the middle of the pond. While Peter was watching the cat make up his mind, Grandfather came out. He was angry because Peter had gone out to the meadow. "It is a dangerous place. If a wolf should come out of the forest, then what would you do?" Peter paid no attention to Grandfather's words because boys like Peter are not afraid of wolves. But Grandfather took Peter by the hand, locked the gate, and led him home. No sooner had Peter gone than a big gray wolf came out of the forest. In a twinkling, the cat climbed up the tree. The duck quacked, and in her excitement, jumped out of the pond. But no matter how hard the duck tried to run, she couldn't escape the wolf. He was getting nearer, nearer, catching up with her until he got her and swallowed her up with one gulp. So this is how things stood. The cat was sitting up on one branch, the bird on another, not too close to the cat. And the wolf walked around and around the tree, looking at them with greedy eyes. In the meantime, Peter, without the slightest fear, stood behind the closed gate, watching all that was going on. Suddenly, he got an idea. He ran home, got a strong rope, and climbed up a high stone wall. One of the branches of the tree, around which the wolf was walking, stretched out over the wall. Grabbing hold of the branch, Peter lightly climbed over onto the tree. Peter said to the bird, "Fly down and circle around the wolf's head. Only take care that he doesn't catch you." The bird almost touched the wolf's head with her wings, while the wolf snapped angrily at her, this way and that. How the bird did worry the wolf, how he wanted to catch her. But the bird was more clever, and the wolf simply couldn't do anything about it. Meanwhile, Peter made a lasso and, carefully letting it down, caught the wolf by the tail and pulled with all his might. Feeling himself caught, the wolf began to jump wildly, trying to get loose. But Peter tied the other end of the rope to the tree, and the wolf's jumping only made the rope around his tail tighter. Just then, the hunters came out of the woods, following the wolf's trail and shooting as they went. But Peter, sitting in the tree, said to the hunters, "Don't shoot! The bird and I have already caught the wolf. Now help us take him to the zoo." Just imagine the triumphant procession. Peter at the head, after him the hunters leading the wolf, and widening up the procession, Grandfather and the cat. And Grandfather tossed his head discontentedly. "Well, and if Peter hadn't caught the wolf, then what?" Above them flew the bird, chirping merrily. "My, what fun! Fine ones we are, Peter and I. Look what we have caught." And if you would listen very carefully, you could hear the duck quacking inside the wolf's belly, because the wolf, in his hurry, had swallowed her up, but she was still alive. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the story of Peter and the Wolf.